So this is a video about Virgo women as the title. Friendships and getting along with other women of the zodiac sign. So if you aren't into astrology or astrology beliefs, this video is not for you. Just so you know, I'm reading off another phone. Where do I start? I will start here. Anyway, I'm doing something, so yeah. Virgo women are like really good, amazing friends. Overall, we will support you however you need to be supported and benefited. But don't turn your back on us and do us any type of way, because that's not gonna work. Yo, let me turn this water on. So, yeah. This is gross. One thing I could say, Virgo women don't mind getting down and dirty because clean your pipes, y'all. Anyways, like I said, we're amazing, supportive friends and will benefit you in every type of way you need to be benefited, and we will be there for you whenever we can. You gotta let Virgo woman be herself on her own time. Don't be judging her or misjudging her in any of the friendships, because it's not going to end well if you judge her on any ends, really. Because Virgo women do not do the shady stuff at all. They do not. We don't do the shady stuff at all. We don't need that in our life. We had enough going on with us when we were growing up. So that's why we don't do the shady, wacky-tacky behavior. Because if you're any of all of the above, then you are not going to make it as a Virgo woman's friend at all. Overall, Virgo women don't get out much too often unless they're going from work to home or to the store back to home. They're not like into like the nightlife unless they have a career that is over the night. I don't know. I feel like Virgo women have certain careers surrounding like children or librarian or stuff like that, or housekeeper. Okay, I think I got it all out. So, yeah, like I said, you probably won't see her out too often unless she's walking her dog or something like that. Virgo women have quite some interest in animals. Like, I've seen Virgo women have reptiles, snakes, boa constrictors, or I forgot what those things are called. Animal transporters. You have to have a degree in a certain type of field to even be transporting animals. FYI. And we don't do the energy mixing or clashing. Like, if you know, like, you represent a certain type of energy and other person's energy is just like all negative. I feel like Virgos are more of positive energy and we don't like the negativity, because with me growing up, I have been around too much negativity and I don't do it now, and I don't want it around me at all. So overall, like I said, the energy clashing and mixing can be too much for us. So that's why you only see us step out with somebody that's really close to us, or one person that we feel safe around. So yeah. But overall, anything, Virgos prefer to be by themselves. So if you see her alone, don't even go up to her, leave her alone. Spare her the distress that some of y'all come with, to be honest. Oh, and then, like I said, we don't just talk to anybody in friendships or relationships. So I'm going to do a video on courting the Virgo women. But a lot of people think us Virgo women like flashy stuff, and it's not even about that. It's really not. It's not about that. Not about it. We're never envious or jealous or hating women at all. If you do perhaps run into a Virgo woman who isn't healed, then yeah, you may notice some stuff about her that you don't like, and that's fine, that's normal. That's the naive Virgo. But mature Virgo woman isn't into the wacky tacky loser behavior type of stuff. Like I said, we don't do the shady wacky tacky backwards friends at all either. You would get cut off of short notice, no explanation. Keep your distance, because if you're definitely blocked, then you pretty much are blocked for a good reason, unless it's a naive Virgo. We don't do the male-centered women either. It's too much at all. It's lame. I understand if it's a mature woman making time for her man, but when it's a naive woman, you will literally... I had somebody cut me off, literally ignore me just to go deal with her little fling or booty thing, and then he was tired of her. She would come back, and it's like, don't do that, because it's literally, you're mistreating me for somebody that's no good and not worth the time or vulnerability that you're showing that person. So we don't do the male-centered friends at all. We cannot. So overall, Virgo women are very intense meeting the first time in real life, or her energy could be calming. Like, I know for sure my energy is real calming, because I have met people in public. People have talked to me in public, like literally just about anything. Not even the store minding my business. I don't honestly think I look approachable, because I know sometimes I have this mug on my face in public. Because to be honest, I don't really have not been feeling the public and what has been going on in the public. And you don't know anybody's intentions, so you just have to be really cautious of anybody. So yeah. And when you have inviting and calming energy, you will run into good and bad people. That is how things are balanced out. I forgot who represents the balance. Is that Libra? Who is that represents the balance? Libra? I think it's Libra. I might be wrong. I'll figure it out when I turn this off. But do not make assumptions about Virgo unless you want to make a fool out of you and her both, because you're probably never even going to be right. There's no such thing as studying or understanding the Virgo, because we're private people. Like I said, you won't see too much or hear too much of what we want you to know. So, like I said, you will make a fool out of yourself and her, because one, you're judging her and not understanding her. She's not asking you to stick around and study her, because if you always want to leave, the door is always open, and that door will always close, and it was always locked. So, yeah. And secondly, you didn't give her enough time to come to you on her own. Depending on what you're judging her about, you have to let Virgo women open up to you on her own. She's not into opening up on the first meeting or meetups or talking too much about her personal life. Whether you're a friend or not. So, yeah. Virgo women, I feel like they are often misunderstood and not heard enough in friendships. From experience, it's very triggering, and I feel like it's not fair, because it's just like, if we talk to you, we will talk to you. You want advice, we will give you advice. But it has been times where I've been in friendships as the Virgo friend where I cannot come to anybody about anything, because somebody's always pissed off, or, oh, they got too much going on, they got this and that. You didn't have too much going on when you were blabbering about and fussing about somebody you did not even need to be worried about. And like I said, sometimes a Virgo women don't know how to maintain a friendship, and that has something to do with, I feel like, what are girls' first priority: their mother, their grandmother, and their aunts. When you don't have any persistency in your life regarding any of those people, you are not going to have good friendships in life. And it's something that is out of everybody's hands regarding the zodiacs. But mostly I feel like it pertains to Virgo women, because even some of us grow up with strict parents, or we grow up in certain environments, we see and hear so much. Sometimes it's triggering to the point where we don't know how to maintain anything. And that has nothing to do with us. again, that's something that is out of our control, and it sucks. But to me, in my eyes, it's a priority to have somebody with motherly traits around to teach any girl or woman growing up about womanhood, have those talks with girls about boys, health, life, finances, credit score, bank cards, and credit cards. That's essential to life right now. So, yeah. I will be back, and I will do another video on Virgo women, on how to court her. So, yeah. See you guys in the next Virgo video. Bye.